Part of my role was to meet lots and lots of startups. And so there is lots of coffee. Unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast. You're going to end up drinking and being bought and paying for a lot of coffee to have conversations with insurers. I think what was key for us from the beginning was to very quickly identify whether or not there was an opportunity with the company we were having coffee with, and we had a 2 coffees rule. If you didn't know by the second coffee that there was something worth exploring, then there probably wouldn't be any more coffee. I think, as Eric says, we're probably about 100 coffees in, but we still applied the same rule. It was 2 coffees before we knew there was something to explore. But the long and short of it is there is a 2-year journey off the end of just about anything you want to try and do, not least of all just to go through regulatory, internal discussion, as Eric says, the changing shape of their business and direction that they want to go in. But the reason that partnerships can work, and this partnership works well, is that it was understood. I was meeting an early stage startup. They were meeting a company that was trying to understand more about particular markets and explore, and it was symbiotic, really. It was an opportunity for both of us to understand what we wanted to try and achieve. We both trusted what we were trying to get to, and both saw the limitations and the benefits that were possibly available in there. And as Eric says, probably 2.5 years later since our first coffee, we've now got a partnership live where we're not just trialing really with our customers, but ultimately providing our customers a service that Digital Fine Print are a key part of to solve their problems of underinsurance and to solve our problem of trying to make our business more profitable. When I first met Eric and Austin, I met both these guys, I think the reason the conversations continued was because not least of all they were credible, they talked good sense, but they listened. They ultimately listened and didn't come in with the preconceived idea that I knew nothing, which I probably did at the time, and that the insurer knew nothing and that their idea was the greatest idea. It was a true exploration of an opportunity that these guys had identified. Actually, we think this could work, and then it became a true relationship, a true partnership, a true understanding of exploring this together, as opposed to some others that I met. So as I say, I met a few hundred, I probably partnered with 5. Most of the other 100, unfortunately, came in with a lot of preconceived ideas and a real belief that they were preaching to somebody who really didn't get it at all. And unfortunately, that just doesn't work.
That's pretty easy when you come and know nothing at all, so you have to listen and just learn more. But that would maybe be my final advice to entrepreneurs in the room. You need to pick the right partners, the right investors who will give you that learning, because you don't know everything at all. So you actually need to make sure you have long-term people who are committed to your company and be able to grow it. Like the guys at EOS who have been coaching us more than anything else. People like Rob, Kelly, Nick Martin, angel investors from the industry who have been able to help us along the way. Pick the right investors. The money you're going to spend in 6 months, but the relationship with the investor is going to be there forever. And that's the greatest thing.